Hello, my name is Brett Milano, and in this video we will cover how to deploy secure firmware over-the-air updates from the keySTREAM cloud to an MCU protected by the ECC608 Secure IC device. Now for this use case example, we will need the CryptoAuth Pro Trust Platform Development Kit and the Wink SO2 add-on board. You'll need the Trust Platform Design Suite software application version 2.3.18 or above. Within TPDS, you will also need the package TPDS extension keySTREAM Connect version 1.3.2. You will also need MPLAB X version 6.25 or above. Then you'll need TerraTerm and a keySTREAM account. Here is our CryptoAuth Pro Trust Platform board with the ECC608 and a PIC32 MCU, which we will use to run first the light sensor firmware, and then after the update we will use it to run the temperature sensor firmware. Now to make sure it's set up, make sure both switches are in the on position. Then take your Wink SO2 board and line up the slanted corner with the line on the board and plug it in to microbus 2. Then we'll plug in our micro USB cord to the computer, and we are ready to program and provision. Now we'll open the Trust Platform Design Suite and go to Utilities, select your development kit and factory reprogram. Once that's done, we can open TerraTerm, select Serial, select PIC Kit 4, and then in Setup, go and change the serial port speed to 115200. Click Reset on your board, and then you'll see the device addresses for the secure ICs on the development kit, and we are going to use address 70. Go to Manifest, input the device, select I2C, input 70, click Generate. Once that's generated, you can open the manifest file. Do this by navigating to .trustplatform and then Device Manifest. Select your most recent manifest JSON file, click Yes on the pop-up, and open the manifest certificate. Here is the manifest information. We're going to copy that unique ID at the bottom. Go into keySTREAM, go to device ownership, go device claiming, paste your number there, delete the quotes, and commit. Now we'll go to fleet management and create a fleet profile, insert a fleet profile name. You also have the options to add a model, brand, and manufacturer. Click Next. Now input the root certificate common name, root certificate organization, and validity in years for the root CA certificate and device certificate. Click Commit. Now we'll go to System and create an API key. Name your API key and assign the role as device administrator. Click Commit. Now we will go to Assets and Asymmetric Keys, Create. Select the first option and name your key. Click Commit. And now we have all our keySTREAM assets that we need for our use case. Go back to the Trust Platform Design Suite and open Use Cases. Select the Trust Manager provisioning flow, the keySTREAM Firmware Over-the-air Update use case, and select the kit. Click Proto Provision. And now we have user inputs from keySTREAM. So copy your fleet profile ID, copy your API key by clicking Edit, View, and copy the key. And then input your signing key name, which is the asymmetric key we created. Finally, you'll input a Wi-Fi SSID and password. And then you'll select Proto Provision, which will generate the resources for the use case, and we'll select No to programming them to the development kit right now. We're going to instead select Firmware, which will open MPLAB X, and it will open the project files we need for the application and secure boot. So we're going to clean and build each of these files. It will take a little bit of time for the clean and build to be complete. Once that is complete, we can add the component 1 bootloader firmware, which is under .trust platform under keySTREAM _FOTA, and select the SG41 SBoot firmware package. The address will be FC00. For component 2, the application firmware, select KTA _FOTA, and the address is 6FC00. This time we'll click Proto Provision and click Yes on the pop-up to program the resources to our development kit and the secure IC on the development kit. Once that is complete, we can go into TerraTerm and click Reset on our development kit. And we can see that the firmware was now programmed to the development kit and is going to connect to keySTREAM after making its Wi-Fi connection, where it will finish its onboarding process. And there it is, the connection and messages from keySTREAM. One more thing to do is to go into MPLAB X and go to Window, go to Target Memory Views and select Configure Bits. Load the configuration bits from your development kit. And what this does here is just manage the FOTA persistent data. Once that is completed, you're going to change the values of these two to 2 and to 4, and then program the configuration bits. Once that's done, we are going to create our temperature sensor firmware package by going into KTA _FOTA, header files, and select app_winkso2.h file. Go to the app component version and change it from 1.2.0 to 1.2.1 and clean and build the KTA _FOTA firmware package. Once complete, we'll go back to the Trust Platform Design Suite and click Reset on the user inputs. And we will reload the component 1 bootloader firmware. And the address is FC00. And reload the component 2 application firmware, which is the KTA _FOTA with address 6FC00. Click Proto Provision and click No on the pop-up. Now we can return to keySTREAM and go to our assets, click firmware, and the component should already be created, FOTA-app. You're going to create a new component version, 1.2.1, and you're going to add the package that we just created to this component version. In the keySTREAM _FOTA folder, you'll find the FOTA-app 1.2.1 bin file. Select it and open and commit. Now we'll go to Fleet Management and select our fleet profile. Go to FOTA. There is our component associated with the fleet, and we're going to create a campaign, name the campaign, select the component version, and the state is active. Commit. Once that is deployed, we can open TerraTerm again and watch as the firmware update hits the development kit. So first it's going to erase and offload its current firmware. And after that, it will download the new firmware version from keySTREAM, the temperature sensor firmware. And there is the firmware 1.2.1. Thank you for watching the tutorial video. For more information on the ECC608 TrustMANAGER, the Cyber Resilience Act, or other tutorial videos, please look to the links in the description below. Happy prototyping!